Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I have this little small wireless portable and removable detachable display to share with you. This is the display that you can attach and detach right there on top of your steering wheels, and if you don't need it, you can just pull it off and charge your phone with that wireless charging base. So it's basically a wireless charging base. It just power the display. I have two different displays to review and share with you today. Both of them are wirelessly connected to the OBD plug that will be installed on the other side, on the passenger side. So in today's video, we'll show you what comes in the box, and then step-by-step installation should be really simple and easy to install. Should be less than 10 minutes to install each of this display. And as I mentioned before, these are detachable and wireless, so you don't have to run the cable at all. It just communicates with the wireless box with the wire harness that you will be installing in the car. And we'll test both of them out and compare the look and functionality on both of this display and see how they look in my Tesla Model Y. Now let's go. I have two different versions of the wireless detachable display from EV Base today. Let's see what comes in these boxes. Here what came in these boxes. Okay, let's check out the one on this side first. So the package came with the base. So this is basically a wireless charging base. This will attach to the steering wheel column, and it came with a couple of the metal rings in case your phone do not have MagSafes. But if you have a newer phone, usually it does have MagSafe and it has built-in magnet in the phone, so it just attach to the base without the ring, just like so. Alright, so that is the base part, and this is the display part of it. So it's really compact and small display. So it's the side of the display and it's charging part. So display will attach to the magnet and it charges. That's how it takes power from this charging base. And this part where you attach to the car. So you will install this one to the side passenger panel. I'll show you in the video later. This is the wireless box, so it will communicate and send the data wirelessly to the small display and sending to another display. So this is different product, a little bit bigger display. Let me show you the comparison real quick. So this one with the steering wheel base has smaller display, but this one with the air vent base. So this is the base for the bigger display. So you basically put this on the air vent, and it also has the same thing here. So it's wireless charger. This is the wireless charger base, and you just install on this base right here. It's just different location where you attach the charging base, that's all. But it has the same function, so you can charge it. You can charge the phone with both of the base and power the display at the same time. So this display came with a really similar wire harness here, and it has the wireless communication box. So this one, it's bigger and it has more functions. So this one has all the information that you need. So basically speed and the car information, and also a autopilot warning and autopilot status on the display with a few shortcut buttons. So this is the touchscreen display. Alright, now we saw everything that came in these boxes. Let me show you how you can get these two displays. You can get these displays from EVBase or EVBase.com. After I tested both displays, I consulted with EV-Base and they will agree to offer just the steering wheel column charging base. Now you have options to choose between the smaller 2.28-inch display or the bigger 2.91-inch display. Remember, the bigger one has a little bit more functions to the display. This one is smaller and a little bit cleaner UI. If you are interested, you can choose between these two displays. Both comes with the same steering wheel base, and you can use my special discount code TC for extra discount. So this is the cost for the display after the discount. All right, now let's go and install it in my Tesla Model Y. Before we start the installation, you will need a few things here. A few plastic trim removal tools. You can get these from Amazon.com. I'll try to put the link in the description down below. Now, let's get started. So we'll have to access this part of the passenger side. So we have to remove the rubber seal first. This is really easy to remove. There's no glue to it at all. You can just put it back in. Don't worry about it being leaked after you put it back in, because I never have an issue removing and putting these back in. And then you have to remove this panel right here, and this panel, and this long panel, and we have to remove this panel. Same thing on the other side, so we can detach and remove the dashboard. After you remove the rubber seal, next just use one of the trim removal tool to remove this side panel. There's no screw to this at all. Just 3 clips. This will basically hold the dashboard together and this part. And then same thing here, no screw, just pull it right out this panel. Now we have this full access right here. Next, before we can remove this door seal panel on the side, make sure you remove one plastic clip first. So use one of the tools to remove it, and use this one right here. It's like so. Just try to pry it out, and that's it. It's really easy to remove this one. Now we should be able to pull this one out. So after that, everything else just locking clips. And you can just take the whole thing out. And there's one more plastic clip right here. You can just use the same tool again and remove it out. Now all the panels are removed. Now we have the full access to this 20-pin OBD port right there, the blue one. As you can see, let me show you. What's it? Right there. So we just have to access that and then connect the power to here. But before we unplug anything, I would suggest to turn off the car first. So basically just go to the main menu and go to safety, and then power off. There you go. So now we shouldn't have any issue connecting the cable down here. As you can see, both wire harness are pretty much the same. So access to that OBD port, the blue one, and access to the power and the wireless communication box. Same as this one here, wireless communication box. Access to that 20-pin OBD port and the power pass through. So I will show you one of them, so I have to look at it twice. So basically just connect this male white one, it's the big one, to the blue OBD port right there. It's an open port, so you don't have to get pass through to it, that blue one. So just try to get in, open this panel a little bit. There you go. Boom. Right there, I just plugged it in. I'll show you. There. So after you're done plugging that in, you basically have to get the power pass through from here. So this white part right here is to get the power to this wireless communication box. So to do that, you just have to undo this plug right here and then plug in the one from the display. Shows it all the way, and then plug the one from the car back in to the one from the display. Now we have power to the box from the car and the data to the box to communicate with the display, and that's it. Both of them are basically the same. This is probably the easiest installation that I have ever done with the front display. So it's really fast because you don't have to run the cable at all. It's wirelessly connected to the display. Now we just have to close everything down, put all the panels together, and then we'll go and install the display over there. Alright, now let's test out the one that attached to the dashboard first. So first just plug in the USB-C cable that came with it, and then just find a spot that is likely to be in the middle of the steering wheel. Now I kind of like this base a little bit better because it looks cleaner. This one you see the cable on the bottom. Now just slot into the air vent. So as you can see, the air vent has a lot of slot here. Just adjust it to your liking, and then push it in, and then lock in place, and then turn this knob, and then it'll just lock the whole thing in place, and that's it. That is done. It's really easy and simple to do. And just run the cable, as clean, just find the cleanest way as possible to run the cable, and then plug into the USB port like so. I didn't spend time to run the cable, just attach it to the side right there, and then plug into a USB port, and you get the power. As you can see, it has this really nice LED light up color on the base. Like I mentioned before, the base it's basically a wireless charging base. I can just charge my phone using the base. You can see it's charging right now. Now I can just remove it, and then of course we are going to put this display right here on. I think that is the bottom of the display, so you can also charge it without wireless charging and charge it directly with the USB-C on the bottom right there. So I'm just trying to align this thing on the bottom there, so it should power up soon. There you go, it's already powered up. It's really simple to install. I'm just gonna take off that plastic cover. As you can see, it's showing the status of the car. The passenger door is open, and now there it's open. I think, as you can see, it's showing the kilometer per hour, but I believe if I press the brake, it should change. As you can see, it's automatically changed 2 miles per hour now. You can see it's showing 171 miles on the display and 55% on the display with the speedometer on the top and the gear selector on the right. And this auto status should go somewhere here. I'll show you later when I drive the car. And this is on the car, 54%, right? Somehow it shows 1% difference. The miles for range on the battery is the same, 171 and 171 here on the display. Looks really good. Alright, let me see what it can do. I think there you go. When I press in the middle, there are a few shortcut buttons that you can use on the display. Alright, so this one is to open the trunk of the car. So I press, it should open. You can see it opens. Awesome. And this one should open the front of the car. As you can see, I have the auto front, so it opens, and it should do both close and open. So one more time, and close the trunk and close the front. And this is the glove box, and the glove box open. Oh, let me try again. The glove box will open. Let me try it this way so we can see the whole thing. Boom, the glove box will open. So instead of going through a few steps on the main display, we just press it on this little display. And I'm not sure what this does. So this is okay. So this is to preheat the car. So basically preheat the battery of the car. I'm just gonna cancel it. So this is to lock and unlock the car. I have the door open, so it won't lock the car. But yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, so 5 shortcut buttons on the display, and press in the middle, they will go back to the display itself. Yeah, let's dry out, then we'll see what the display looks like and what it shows when the car is in motion. So when I put to drive, as you can see, it's synced just like on the main display. Let's go. I think it's really nice and clean UI graphic on the display. You can see the power, it's on the right hand side of the display, and the regen is on the left hand side. I'm not sure you can see clearly because of the lighting. Okay, see better here. Power and regen on the left, as you can see. So you have basically most of the information that you need on the display itself. Doesn't have any CarPlay or Android Auto because it's so small. It just shows, you know, all the info, so you don't have to keep looking at your right or the main display. Just keep, you know, your eyes on the street, right in the middle of the steering wheels. And if you need to charge your phone, or you don't use the, you know, you decide you don't need the display, just take it off and then put your phone there to charge your phone. It's really convenient. It's super easy to install too. I love how easy it is to install the display, both of them. I will show you the other display later, after we're done testing with this one. Here's what the display looks like as a driver point of view. You can see super clean, really easy to look at all the status and all the info on the display. Now let's test out the autopilot function on the display. Just gonna double tap, and now we are on autopilot. As you can see, it has this rainbow road on the autopilot. Even though I didn't have rainbow road here, but if I have rainbow road here, you can see it matches the rainbow road in the car, which is really cool. It's kind of fun. I hope it matches the car though, because if the car didn't have the rainbow road, you can see there, but this one still has the rainbow road. But at least it shows the autopilot functions on the display, which is really awesome for, you know, a tiny little display that it can shows this function too. I haven't seen any small display like this with this many functions on the display. Looks really nice. Now let me show you what the display looks like at night. This is what it looks like at night. As you can see, the display just changed to the dark mode. Follow the main display by itself, so you don't have to do anything at all. And the little animation on the car, let me show you, has the light in the front of the car. For now, you can really change the car color. It just default as white. Alright, so we're done with this display. It looks really good. It has all the functions that you need for the front display and more. Now let's test out this one. I kind of like this base better than this one. It's a lot cleaner. So you basically just unpeel this part, the 3M double-sided tape, and then attach it on your steering wheel column. Now let's attach that steering wheel column mount. So use this included wipe the surface first. We have to clean the surface first. So it has wet, which is this one, and dry, which is the pink one. So it's just the dry cloth to clean and dry off the wet part. Now the surface ready to be applied. Now I just have to peel the 3M tape, and as you can see here, I just tuck it around the side of the center console and then go up and then just plug it in here. There's 2 USB-C ports that you can plug it in. Show you can see it from here. There you go, there's one right there. So just plug that in, then it should power that wireless charging base, which should be able to charge my phone like so. As you can see, my phone is charging. Now we just have to put the new display on. So this is a smaller display than the previous one we saw and we tested right there. So we just have to aim it. As you can see, it's a little bit tilted, so you just have to turn the display to the right angle. Alright, looks good, looks straight to me. Let me see, there you go. You can see here when it's parked, it just shows the miles on the display and percentage of the battery. So the battery status right here, and the miles 164. It should be 164 here, it's straight, and 51% on the battery, and should be 51% on the battery here too. Looks really nice. So if I were to put, you see I press my foot on the brake, then the display changes to park. If I shift to drive, then it shows the whole status. The battery goes here, the miles range goes here, and the middle is the speedometer, and the gear selector goes down on the bottom. This is a little bit smaller than this display that we just tested, this one. So it has this border, the black border around it, same as this one here too. As I mentioned before, let me put in park. It should power this one too, so let's test that out. So I remove this one right here. So same here, I just have to find that USB-C, then it should be straight in the middle. It should power this one too. Let's see if it's straight. Here you go. See, I love this one so much better. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner than the other one, and both of these displays, it basically needs wireless charging pads to power the display. So you can, if you have a wireless charging next to your display, you can do it too. But then there's no point of having it here, right? Because you want the information right in front of you, not there, because you rather just looking at that main display. So you have this one right here in the middle. So this one a little bit bigger. As you can see, that one is smaller. So this one has a little bit more functions to it too. This one has less function. Let me see, there you go. As you can see, super clean though. Love how clean and simple it is. It's not a touch screen, so you can't really touch it. So as I mentioned before, both of these display can be removed anytime. So when you don't need it, or you need this part to be a wireless charging for your phone, you just remove the display. I've just put in, in the center console and just leave it there. And when I need it, just grab it, leave it out. When I need it, just grab it, make sure it's straight, look at the charging part, and then attach to it, wait for a few seconds, and it starts to operate. Super simple to do, and you just need to do that one installation on the side panel one time, and after that you just have to just remove the display as you need, and then just charge your phone there, or just leave the display all the time, up to you. And it's I love this spot. It's just really good spot to look at, and it's a lot less clutter. You don't see the cable at all because it's way down there. Right now, let's go test it out and see how it looks when the car is driving. So you basically have speed in the middle, gear in the bottom, battery status on the top, and then charge, region, and power bar, small one, right on top of the speedometer. See, region, as you can see, it's green, looks really nice. Love how clean it is, and yeah, it's, for someone don't really need anything else, all you need is the speed. It's great, because I really need this when I drive, especially on the road trip or a long distance, because sometimes there's no sound, the engine sound to the car, and the car it's quite quick, so you get up to speed really fast without knowing how fast it is. So I usually went over the speed limit all the time, because I don't usually look at the speed limit right there. So now you have it right in front of you all the time. So this display actually shows the Autopilot Status 2. As you can see, it's showing the Autopilot Status in the middle as the blue ring when it's activated. As you can see there. So let me say I'm out of autopilot. That blue ring is disappear. Again, autopilot status. As you can see, so at least you know that you are on autopilot. Instead of looking at this display, it's also showing the warning sign when you need to actually hold your hands on the steering wheel. The display also shows the status on the turn signal. So if you turn right or turn left, it's also show on the display. And when you press on the brake, you can see a turn red. And it also shows the status of the door. So see, I open the driver door, will show red on the top left, and if I opens the passenger doors, it opens on the top right, and the rear passenger door, and another left rear passenger door. So that's how it shows all the status on the display. As you can see, both of these displays are really easy to install and super clean, and has all the information that you need right in front of you. This bigger one offers a little bit more functionality, and this one has less function, but it's super clean display too. Let me know in the comment down below what you think about these two displays, which one you like the most, and I'll make sure to put the links of both of the display in the description down below. Both of them are from EVBase. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. I'll make sure to put the discount code in the description too. And don't forget to click like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.